All right, guys, thanks for tuning into another video. I'm trying to branch out a little bit here. We're going to do another trailer reaction to Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I just want to say, before I get into this, I wasn't the biggest fan of the last one, of Afterlife. I think a lot of people really did like it. I think a lot of people, though, I think they liked it because it was just so much better than that crappy one that they made in 2016 that everybody hated. And I think they got us with a lot of the nostalgia and stuff. I think what Aftermath really showed me was how disappointing it is that Bill Murray, if the rumors are true at least, and he kind of validates them, that Bill Murray was kind of a dick about it and didn't really want to do it. And in the end did Aftermath or Afterlife, and then complained that it wasn't funny. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, Bill, you're right. It is essentially like Stranger Things Ghostbusters version, but why didn't you get involved, throughout the 30 years or whatever, and be the guy that wrote some of those jokes and stuff like you used to? So that was kind of disappointing. I'm a little disappointed in Dan Aykroyd that he didn't make it very funny, and I'm just disappointed that they waited until Egon died in real life, and then they just screwed it up. So then instead of having Egon in it, it was Egon's kids, and it was okay, but it wasn't very good as far as I'm concerned. I think a lot of people think it's good because 2016 Ghostbusters, we all know, was an absolute disaster. But I have seen this on Twitter. I haven't watched it on a larger screen. This is on my home computer, so it's a little bit bigger. So let's take a look at this. One of the things I'm looking for is some more humor. Hopefully there's some jokes in this trailer. We need to get back to that. Ooh, Karate Kid vibes with the 80s music. Another thought too, they're throwing in the 80s music in the soundtrack, but this would be taking place more recent because the originals took place in the 80s. Like Bill Murray is like old man now, and so is Dan Aykroyd. So a little bit again, it's a little nostalgia baity in a way, having that kind of music, because again, that music doesn't apply to the timeline they're in now. So it's a little bit weird, but whatever. I still like the music though. I mean, I'd rather that than 95% of the crap that's out now. Sorry about that, just had to adjust the quality. And they're on the beach, and it's ice things. Okay, so New York City gets covered in icicles. Okay. Now, that's interesting. Like, if it's similar, like, I know, Ghostbusters 2, you had the ooze and stuff, and so it was a little different than 1, but you still did have a lot of ghosties in 2. Like, a lot. We'll see what happens here. That just doesn't see, there's no ghosts.
For the first time in New York history, people froze to death in the middle of July.
What is it?
The death chill. The power to kill by fear itself.
Hey, so you got the original guys.
To kill by fear itself.
Look at Bill Murray. Like, honestly, Bill, he's just getting old. Wouldn't you have rather done these movies when you were a little younger there, Billy Boy? Like, come on. Oh, boy. And that's if there ever was an unfunny face, that's the face. That's definitely not a Ghostbusters Bill Murray.
By fear itself. Your veins turn to rivers of ice. Your bones crack. And the last thing you see.
Wait, so there was some... What the heck was that? That looks like the back of a head of a guy, or some kind of demon-looking dude. And he was like jamming... Was he jamming horns into himself or something? What is he doing? Ah! It looks like he's jamming something into him.
Is your own tear ducts freezing up.
Like, literally scared to death? So cool.
Now, again, nothing against the Stranger Things, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know if these little kids should be handling these proton packs like this. Like, they were like a pretty big deal in the originals, right? Like, they were hard to control, hard to handle, and those were big boys that were taking care of those. This kid's like, I don't know. There's things about the Stranger Things roots that they just, yeah, I don't know. And so far, no jokes. I really hope this isn't one of those ones where they want the visuals, so they base the story around the visuals, like having the Ghostbusters headquarters all covered with ice, like, just looks so cool that we have to do that now. You're not giving much here. It's so, like, there's one ghost, so if that's the route they go, that's going to be very different than the originals, and even Afterlife. So should probably be ghosts, although there must be something, but we'll see. There is that one guy, but anyway, we'll see what happens. It doesn't give me much here. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section, but it doesn't really give you much. It seems like we're going pretty heavy down the Stranger Things road again, as there was literally not a single joke in the teaser at all. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the case, but like, Bill Murray looked about as depressed as I've ever seen. He looked like he lost in translation levels of depression. There was no joking around happening, and it was very sort of serious Stranger Things vibes. So I have a suspicion, I could be wrong, we'll see as we go forward here, that this is going to be very similar to Afterlife, and actually might be worse in the sense that there's actually very little ghosts, which would be kind of weird. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Are you with this? Are you geared up? Are you ready to go see this next spring? Or are you kind of like, well, I'm going to wait and see what else comes out and what there is as far as publicity and stuff before I make my decision? What did you just think of the overall trailer? Do you think it's kind of weird that they're kind of not doing the humor thing, or do you not really care? Do you still love it? What did you think of Ghostbusters Afterlife? And as usual, please guys, if you do like this content, like and subscribe, really helps the channel. Check out any of my other videos and have yourselves a really good day.